Hello everybody, this is Captain Total Waffle coming to you from Erebor, and oh dear, there's been a little gap for technical mishap reasons, but oh my lord, have things not gone over well since the last time we spoke. Oh, hadada. As we say in Danish, pew booty. So, we had a cataclysmic battle, which I wanted to have in front of you all, but ended up being on a black screen, which was rather unexciting, I thought. But here we are at the end of it all. Bifur still stands. Dwalin commands Dain's halls, but the two together have not managed to keep alive Gimli and Gloin. They now need to rest their bones forever in the halls of Mandos or wherever they end up going. On a positive side, we have sort of managed to stem our food deficit, at least for the time being. You see, the problem is that there is a large runic army in the hills around Sabar Angren, and they have been angrily smacking our way, trying to get places under their influence, and they of course took that region. Now they will be coming for Nimazindunir, and I'm not sure that we will be able to defend it adequately. Though, I mean, we will of course be making all the preparations that we can, including raising a few forces locally. This could be Nori. And a Baruch guard. And, you know, you might be able to recruit a few things. Let's see. Such as halberdiers, such as an onager, and more halberdiers. Honestly, those halberdiers can be great in a pinch, I think. In fact, what I'm thinking here is that the troops that we're taking on over here, they need to be over here in the west at this very point in time. And in the meantime, Thorin is going to make his way east to support them. And as such, all of our dragon skins shall come together and do, hopefully, lovely things. Meanwhile, yeah. Bofur is going to be stationed in Erebor and await further instructions. Hopefully, 8 units of defenders plus the inherent defenders in the town will come together and make a difference in the world. In the meantime, I want to upgrade something in Erebor, but we're in a bit of a bind because everything we can upgrade here will incur a food deficit, and I have absolutely gone allergic to that. If anything has been taught to me in these episodes, it is that a food deficit will kill you. Yeah. So let's see what happens in Dain's halls, and let us also see if we can manage to hold on to our eastern provinces and even push back against RHÜN. That'll be our goal. Welcome to the Total Waffle Show, everybody. Yeah, anything we need to do other than that? Yeah, we developed a feasting culture. Also to help the whole food deficit situation. Let's see how turn 29 goes, shall we? Okay, Dale arrived with an offer. They arrived to offer us 1,000 in order for us to join the whole war against Mordor thing. I guess we're going to accept that. Let's see what happens. Apparently it's wise of us. Yeah, it's very wise of us because it's our greatest neighbor. And, yeah. Hopefully we're not taking any money that will keep them from fighting RHÜN, but, who knows. Ah, and here come RHÜN. Ah, yes. And Gundabad lays siege to Dain's halls. Okay, we'll have to see exactly what's in that army there. Goblin Town has been conquered. Alright, alright. Now it can be put to better uses. Okay, well, We don't know anything about that as such. It's somewhere around here. Maybe the Bjornings are feasting on the issue. We'll see. Faction encountered Mordor. Hooray! We have established contact with them. Yeah. And then there is this whole thing. Dain's Halls and Erebor. We don't have great forces here. Let's not beat around the bush. But neither do they. So let's not beat around the bush. And they flee. Which is good, because then our troops might stand a chance of actually recovering a little bit. So we hope. We continue the long way around Erebor, because I believe we still do not have military access through Guadalmar. Great though that would be. Okay, and then we're going to run in as straight a line as possible to the aid of our allies. Can we hire more troops? Ah, okay, this is of course the painful situation where hiring more troops is technically possible, but yeah. We can at least station our forces here. And I don't know, we're gonna try to train someone. Erebor axes, perhaps? There's some likelihood of them just not arriving whatsoever because recruitment in Atilla does not happen as you end the turn. It happens as your next turn begins. So RHûN can interrupt that simply by attacking us with their storm riders and whatnot.
Stand proud.
But we might be able to hire some special units, perhaps? No. Nope, not available. Not available.
Get ready for war.
Are we building anything in Minas Gerais? Yes, we are, of course. We're building a boar farm, and we do want them to continue because, again, that will give us additional food. Dain's Halls. Building. Yes. Okay, it's rebuilding its town center in our image, and we want that to continue. Anything else? I don't believe so. Here comes RHûN. Okay. Now, our gambit may just be successful. So, what do we have here? We have a bunch of cheap dwarves as city defenders, depleted quite significantly by the food shortages of the past. And then we have our garrison general of Nori with his halberdiers and his onager. These will be very useful. And then we have Thorin coming in with spears and halberds alike. Also gonna be very useful. Yeah. And it gives us at least a chance against Maru, the general of RHûN, coming against us. Arrgh! They're standing there and yelling at each other. Yeah, I think we should end their suffering of yelling and all that, and just get to it. We need to fight this on the battlefield, hoping that all our troops spawn inside the city, with the exception of Thorin, who'll be spawning outside it. Yeah, let's delay no longer. We have a chance. We'll make use of it. It would appear that our foe has chosen to start the battle in a state of rain. And this is an interesting settlement, actually. So we have a tower there. Okay. We have a little bridge here. I like this. I like this. Many of the settlements in this map, or in this part of the map, are just completely generic. But this is cool. I'm enjoying this. Let's see where we can set up. We have a barricade, at least in theory. But if we can't place it anywhere, then we might as well not. It seems to me that we can't place it anywhere, and so bugger. But what is the least accessible place where we might put an onager? This might be here, actually. It would take the enemy quite a bit to fight up this hill, because we have a rally point here and everything. Might hold up our morale a little bit. And from here, our onagers could project missiles to, well, really quite a... you know, quite wide. If we have a look at them here, yeah, so they can hit the bridge over here and the troops that might be on it on the other side here. That would be great. And as for this whole thing, yeah, they can hit over here, but of course they can also turn. But it's always nice to just have an idea of what your regiments can do. And let's see if we can place our archers. Well, I think we would... okay, so here's what I want to do. I'm going to... oh, we can place archers here. That's really cool. Okay, I'll do that. And then they can sort of fire down there. Though I also do suspect that... yeah, the enemy could sort of run up here. Probably. Okay, we'll have to keep an eye out for that. And then the other archers can be placed here. No, not both of them. Like this. Or we could put them up here. Yeah, that would probably be better. Let's do that. Let's do that. And so we have these as one team. And I'm gonna assume that they'll send a lot of troops both ways. So we'll have one halberd unit in each corner, plus a dwarven company. You know, so we'll have something like this. And this. And I'm just going to check once more to see if we can't place a barricade somewhere. It would be ever so nice if we could, but I mean, I'm not holding out great hope because I can't really see them anywhere. No, I assume that barricades are a thing not of this map. And then the question is, where do our allies come from? Where does Thorin come from? He comes from the rear, it seems. Yep, there he is. He's gonna come from the rear. Right, okay. So these guys are team 4. And they will come marching at their best convenience. Let's see where the enemy goes. They're sending some enemies both ways, for sure. Seems most of them are going around by the slope. And also a lot of them are going this way. Okay, fair enough. Let's start using some flaming projectiles and use them over here. We're gonna target well, if we can target that general, that would be great.
How about some fighting?
Yeah, we'll okay, looking at this, we might actually need to put special attention on there. So that's why I will send more troops. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to target the Storm Riders with our artillery. And we're going to sort of, yeah, start by... and we're going to send all our cheap troops this way. Because the cheaper the troops, the less bad I'm going to feel about losing them in onager strikes.
Tighten up, dwarves!
Now this is going to be a little gnarly. Over here. We might need at least one of them. We're gonna get one of them. Okay, let's see what goes on here. Let's see if our onagers do well. Okay, sort of, yes, but they also burned our own halberdiers, so that's not nice. Oh, that's good though. That's good though. I like that. Let's lock our shields together where possible.
Line it up. Our general is under attack.
Yes, he is. Because everybody is. And here come our reinforcements. Excellent. So, halberdiers, move this way. As well as Thorin, and then we're going to use these dwarven spears and some halberdiers to take out the archers back there.
Let's get in there.
Oh yeah, this battle is going quite well. We're managing. If we wouldn't win this fight, I would be most inclined to just start a new campaign, because then we'd basically be done for. Our entire breadbasket would be out of our own hands. It's always a little tense when those blows, those onager bits land. But yeah, those storm riders have launched themselves right into our halberdiers, so I'm just comfortable now letting our halberdiers do the fighting. As for our archers, let's get them back there. And yeah, it's absolutely going well. It's going well.
Keep those spears ready.
Oh, hello, Thorin.
Positions.
Oh yeah, this is going about as well as I could imagine. Good. The huntsmen are now engaged. We are trouncing them. Ouch!
The enemy have rallied their units.
Well, yeah, they might rally one or two here or there, but let's not paint too negative a picture here. Things are going good.
Enemy general is fallen.
Yes! Okay. Now we can sort of stop with the onager, I feel. Yes, we can.
The day is yours.
The day is yours! Good. Okay.
Get ready, dwarves.
We have managed. And with such an overwhelming show of force that we can probably take the rest of the army and push it into the town that we once held and reassert our claim. Can we catch any of them? Likely not. Oh wait, yes. Because you don't have to overtake these guys, you can just mop them up, basically. Oh, that's good. That's very good. Yeah, we can't see on the track, but we have made substantial gains here. And we will make even more. Yes, very good, very good. Can we get over here? Yes, we can. Captured so many that these halberdiers, even in their first battle, have gained 2 additional experience points. That's wonderful. And now a similar thing, not quite similar, but certainly a comparable thing will happen here. Good. I think we have done enough to end the battle on our terms. Decisive victory. Here we are, proudly defending our land from the invaders of RHÜN. And I guess now we should... Well, we could reorganize, but actually there's not that much to be gained from it. So I think I'd rather make sure to pursue enemies and make sure that they don't regroup in any major way. And then... more armies at Dain's halls. Okay, so let's see what's happening here. The Misty Mountains have arrived. Ugh.
They can't hide from
That's not great. I don't think we can hold that. And of course this puts Erebor in danger.
Mind your courage.
There's not much we can do.
This dwarf is ready.
However, this guy, this blippin' guy, this guy we can handle.
Get ready for war.
Yeah. So,
mind your courage.
can we?
Get ready for
yes.
war.
And smack.
Soon enough. Quickly now. I'll show him my axe.
Clan Huntsman and then this guy.
We can't hold them.
Let's make sure we're still within our territory.
Proud.
Such. And then
I'll lead the way. Forward.
good.
Mind your courage. I'll lead the way.
Go back to Minas
They
Numir.
can't hide from a dwarf. Come here.
This looks a lot better. Should have done this to begin with. This guy is a cavalry commander. Okay, let's auto-resolve the assault. I think that's good. And let's rush in with all we've got and smack them on the head. It's quite the decapitation. But we did lose a few men. Sorry, dwarves. So at this point, we'll need to reorganize.
Let's get moving. My axe grows restless.
Okay.
This way. Quickly now.
And then we go back to our old home. We are not going to let it go this time. Good news, we still have an acting surplus. And
Get ready for war.
we even have enough money to where we could contemplate certain food expenditures. This treasure hoard of Thror could be pretty good. 15% ignorance in the region. Ugh, okay. But provincial... okay. Provincial security provides garrison. Extra dominance. Chance for events to trigger at the related to this location. Does this mean that there is a chance of Smaug just coming along? I mean, surely at this time, Smaug must be dead, right? That's kind of the whole thing. So it's not that, but maybe there's another dragon. You know, maybe. Can't write off the potential. Let's see. But we could also tech into better troops. And this might indeed be where our true advantages will lie. So let's do that. Better barracks, and then we also have some money left over for teching. Something else. No, actually we can't, because we need more of a population before we can do pretty much anything else. Okay. Oh well, too bad. But still, our troops will continue their great journey east. And soon Thorin will probably have to rest. I might have to... Yeah, I might have to give Nori the tip to become the commander of the army, after all. He does also seem to have better movement. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Dain's halls. Under threat, perpetually besieged. Still unupgraded and unprepared. And now we have to defend it in despair. Well. What do we have here? Yeah, these are goblin looters, so... we'll have to fight it. There's not much else we can do. Or I suppose we can just auto-resolve it and see if we... yeah. Sort of spare the time and try to use it elsewhere. I don't think we can win it no matter what we do. Unless the AI is completely foolish. Ah, let's try it. Let's try it. We have arrived.
These bastards mean to sack our capital. They think they can breach these walls and come among our homeland families, our temples, our shrines. We shall not stand.
There's quite a lot of them. And there's quite not a lot of us. So let's speed it up a bit and see how they do.
The enemy outnumbers us.
Yes, they certainly do outnumber us.
Totally destroyed.
Okay. Sort of seems like they're not too keen on going in. Let's see whether that persists. Oh, we can certainly shoot at them. A little bit. Doesn't do that much, but you know, every little bit helps. Let's not do too much of it though. Ah, interesting. When you say stop fire, it actually also toggles off the fire at will. That is a good feature, I think. Many times in Medieval 2 have I felt that, oh my god, I have left a flank exposed. And they have found their way around it. Clever little clogs, you! Yeah, there we go. And they're on it, and they're absolutely decapitating our onagers. Let's see, can we run them this way? And yeah, come on, guys, let's get a move on. Everybody, please. Yeah.
Our general is being attacked.
Yeah.
Keep him alive.
Okay, good. Smack them dead. Are the others coming in this way?
Enemy units
Yes,
have
they are,
returned to the
and
battle.
I have not been able to respond. Okie dokie. Yeah, this'll be over soon. And what are you? Okay. Where are you most useful? Yeah, I'm still gonna put you back there. Sorry. You guys start shooting over there. Okay, the wargs have been seen off. Get back to your siege machines, please. We will need to... No, sorry.
Keep those spears ready.
We'll need to set up a little bit of perimeter over there. Set the halberdiers this way. Okay, you guys are back. Start bombarding, please. With flaming rocks aplenty. Ooh, Night Raiders running for their lives. I like that. That's the thing. Their numbers can be a little plushy. Ooh, now we have some Marauders. Those are good. Compared to the others, at least.
Positions.
Okay, routing them so far.
Line it up.
Good, good job. We're routing them quite easily. I like that.
Positions. Enemy units have been rallied.
Even the mountain marauders are losing decisively
Line it up.
when pitted against our, well, strength, I guess. Oh, but here comes a twist. The wargs have rallied and come back. The bastards. Only way to potentially save our guys is to drop the siege equipment and run for safety. Come on. Drop siege equipment. Run. Run!
Keep those spears ready.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Dwarves.
Come on, guys. Get out of there. Yeah, that's it. We have lost our onagers. A great advantage that no longer will be. Okay. Over here. The marauders are still losing. Good.
How about some fighting?
Which ones can you best shoot at? Yeah, I suppose that'll be it. Good.
Let's get in there. The enemy has killed our general. The men lose heart.
Oh goodness, which one? Bifur
Dwarves.
or Dwalin?
Enemy troops have reached the walls. Positions.
Fall back a little bit. Well, well, we are making them pay, but I am not convinced we win this.
Line it up.
Get ready, dwarves!
Keep those spears ready. A unit has used all available ammunition.
Okie dokie. That means we'll put them back around the square type thing. Maybe we'll need them later.
How about some fighting?
Our crossbows don't seem to be firing particularly well up here.
Who fired Dwarves?
We're somewhat lucky that Gortush has decided to forego battle for some reason. The AI is not particularly consistent in its behavior, I would say. Because in some ways you can see they're doing, you know, they're doing adaptation, tactical adaptation. And, yeah, trying to go where our defenses are weaker, trying to surround us, all these things. Heading our siege engines from behind with wargs and all that. You know, that's very good stuff. But they're not consistent about such clever tactics.
Positions.
Because this unit, these orc chieftain bodyguard units, they are pretty strong. You know, perhaps not as strong as our dwarven bodyguards, but still strong. Strong enough to really make life nasty.
Get ready, dwarves!
But as it so happens, they seem rather uninterested in making the best of that. They have this advantage in numbers, which could be compounded by the presence of their general, and yet he allows his army to rout by his absence, basically. But I don't think we can hold out like this for 45 minutes. That's not gonna happen.
Positions.
Hello, Snagger Javelins. Yeah, Snagger are not good by their very nature. They are piss poor, and pantying about. It'll take very little to rout them. Like, send in 30 dwarves, and they just collapse.
Line it up. How about some fighting?
$600 of them left. I couldn't have imagined that we'd be bleeding them this bad. And that nearly without towers, and by having our, and even having our onagers kneecapped. I mean, if this keeps going the way it is, then they're just going to be keeping on sending missile troops to try to attack our most heavily armed soldiers, and they will lose. And what happens after that? Maybe the High Chieftain will get involved. And if he does not,
Nothing remains of this unit now.
if he does not get involved, then there's only one thing that can happen. then we're gonna win the battle. Everybody, hey, you guys. Sorry, guy.
The whole unit has been destroyed.
Yeah, that's true, but we'll be okay.
An entire unit has perished.
It'll have to be okay. There's like 60 of us left. It's madness that we're able to hold out like this. And it'll be even madder if those cretins out there fail to realize that they are the only troops left that can actually make this battle conclude. But no, they will not use whatever leverage they could have. They would rather run themselves to exhaustion out there in the rain than face the real pain of taking out, well, Bifur, basically. I guess Bifur is already dead. Is Dwalin dead? Looks like it. Because generals tend to not wear helmets. So, that's one tell. Well, I think I'm going to pause the recording now, and we'll return in a bit. If anything happens. Well, no matter what, in 30 minutes something will happen. And I will cue you in on the developments later. Oh, apparently we have fought to a standstill. I didn't notice. I thought we were doing like a heroic defense, but yeah. Okay. Well. This of course leaves us in the worst position. By far. Because we can't replenish our troops. So unless our enemy decides to pull back because of their mighty losses, then we are in big doobly doo doo. So yeah, I would absolutely like 10% unit replenishment. And we need a new general there. Of course we do. I'm going to choose someone with slightly less influence because it just seems to me that it's a poisoned chalice of a task. So, Neethi, yeah, you're gonna get it. Alright, Heralds of Dain. Sitting here in Dain's halls, under siege, continually.
They can't hide from Dwarf.
No recruitment options available. Construction halted until further notice. It is quite the thing. But we do have a surplus, so we could use it.
Mind your courage.
We need to send someone. We can't just sit on our laurels, sit on our arses. So we will move a little bit, and then we will recruit some troops. And we can recruit 3. That's great. Absolutely. That's let's go. And then we're gonna head on west and see if we can support them. It's about all we can do. We have some tech to do. So yeah, we'll take that metalworking then.
Get ready for war. This dwarf is ready. Stand proud. Let's get going. Quickly now.
And then we will give Hmm. Yeah. Most of the troops
This way. My
over
heart grows restless.
to the gods of the Miramir. Which is a bit weird because they're nowhere near it. But anyway, they will continue and move to retake Sabar Angrin, so that it does not remain in runic hands. Okay. Can we do something productive around here? Nope. Because we have some tech developments to do. Right. Okay. So this is all we can do for now. But let's see what we have. Population surplus. Yay! We're ready to invest in local development. And we're experiencing unusual seasonal conditions. Not going into exactly what they are or what they mean, but well, being that it's early July, maybe it's strangely cold? I don't know. Okay, let's go to turn 32. Another battle comes before us in Dain's halls. But this time, we actually do have two new generals, Nithi and Nirath. And they will hopefully help us beat back Gordush and his absolute atrocity of an army. We have two barricades, an enemy that comes in from the same place as before. It seems. Yeah, same place as before. Alright. This time we'll be a bit more forward in our defense, I believe. Let's see if we can make something good of it. Now, it seems very difficult for us to make use of our walls. Not exactly sure why. But nonetheless, we'll try to put some missile troops in a manner so that they can support our forces.
Keep those spears ready.
Barricades. Yeah. That's not going to do much good. That's not going to do much good either. But, you know, might as well.
We are heavily outnumbered.
Thank you, sir. I noticed.
Make ready, men. This enemy is a sly one. They shall employ various tactics to displace us. But I am confident we shall hold this ground and win this battle. To your positions!
Let's get in there!
Light wargs coming in.
A tower has fallen.
That's not news, sir. That's not news. It fell last time.
Dwarves!
The gate is damaged.
Line it up.
Prepare to fire!
Right, yeah, they're coming around back this way again. So
Our general is under attack.
we must go the same way. Make use of the same tactics. Unless they suddenly change their minds. Which of course we cannot say for certain.
Tighten up, dwarves.
But what we can say is that these wargs are going the long way around so that they can circumvent our defences and hit us in the back as usual. It won't work. Okay.
Our walls are
That did
under
kind of
attack.
work. Okay. Fair play, you wargs. You were quicker than I was. Let's see if we can save our 3 crossbowmen. Yeah, we saved 2. Okay. Well. It is what it is. Yeah, and here comes the remaining army again, doing the same things again. So this whole battle, well, is it gonna be that? I mean, is it gonna be this strange? It certainly seems so. And they're losing decisively. Good.
Enemy units have been rallied.
Yeah, no problem. Good. Alright. So, let's have a look. Can we walk outside here? No, we cannot. This gate is damaged, but it doesn't mean you can walk through it. It's blocked for some bizarre reason. I can't fathom why. The game isn't telling me. There's some bugginess to this mod, I'm gonna say. Okay. So, we're gonna do exactly what our enemies did. And take the long way around so we can actually access the enemy that we need to fight in order to win this battle and not just delay slow death. Why are you walking the other way around? Why would you do that? Why ever? Why can't you just walk over here and then... Why do you have to go around it? I have so many questions. And I hope that much of this will be alleviated. Oh, what? I have so many questions. I have so many questions. And these guys are now halfway around town. Man alive. Once again, we see our enemies running around in the rain until they get very, very tired. I don't think it's going to help them. I think they are betrayed by their own instincts. Let's see, how do our axemen move along? I kind of want both of our units to be around when the fighting begins. Okay, they're fresh. So let them run a little bit so we can get there just a little bit quicker. Right? Just a little bit. Come on. Start running. Because they have farther to go. They chose to go the longest way around the settlement possible, and I, for one, cannot figure out why they did that. Sometimes games are just gonna game. Now we're still technically hidden, and that must mean that the enemy can't see us, right? That's what I'm gonna infer. As soon as we move around this ridge, I'm gonna bet they will be able to see us. We have arrived at a crucial time. I'm going to send over the Iron Guards. These are the more defensive-minded ones, and they will essentially provide the anvil. And then Baruch axes, or whatever they're called, Baruch Guard, will come in. They're technically visible now, but the enemy still doesn't react, so yeah, okay. So much for the element of surprise, when the enemy can't even be surprised, nor for the worse or the better, it seems. They just do the same whatever you do. But we're going to hit them with spears, and then we're going to hit them with axes. It's going to be great, and you can watch it while everybody relaxes. You know, everybody back home. There we go. Yes, the High Chieftain's Guard is indeed losing. The Warband is losing. We'll take a few losses, but it's not too bad. And thus the battle is won. Did we kill the enemy general, I wonder? Well, we are going to mow down whatever we can just to cement our triumph. Decisive victory! So now the big question, of course, has to be, will we be rid of this incursion force? The answer is maybe. Yeah, it seems to me that we will be, looking at this. So I'm very happy about that. But of course, we still have a whole host of Gundabad forces in the general vicinity to worry about. Still, reorganizing will do us good. Enemy killed in battle. Yay. Okay, business opportunity. Local entrepreneurs have come forth with a lucrative proposition. Our industries thrive and business is already booming. Could have fooled me. But our kinsmen believe that with a few adjustments to regulations and a small investment, we can increase our industrial capacity even further. How shall we answer? So, we can... There's only so much we can push. An industrial thing before disaster. Okay. So, let's see. Less control, more construction costs. Okay. Or more growth, less construction costs, and more control. I think I'm going to go with at capacity, because it's not like we have a liquidity crisis at the moment. And actually, like at 10 turns where we're paying 10% more for construction costs, that's going to run up. It really is. And growth is something we need. Control is something we'll need. Yeah, I'm going to go at capacity.
My axe grows restless.
So, Dain's Halls is now conquered, and we can actually repair the place. You see, all this would probably be a lot more expensive if we had gone with the more lucrative, in inverted commas, option.
Hide from a dwarf.
I am going to want some additional ranged forces, I think. But the good thing is that Dain's Halls already comes with an onager for siege defense, and Dwarven Miners, Dwarven Company, and ranged travelers for a garrison. So now we are less threatened by our enemies.
Get ready for war.
So the question is, can we take on this place in Orthridik, which currently has... Let's see. Yeah, we can't see exactly what they have. It's an open question exactly what would await us there.
Mind your courage.
But more important, perhaps,
I'll lead the way.
is our march back towards Sabar Angren.
They don't stand a chance.
Hopefully they don't stand a chance.
Get ready for war.
I don't think we stand a chance attacking this settlement right now, but holding Dain's halls is our key objective. So, let's see, what do we have there? 3 units there. Okay.
Get ready for war.
Let us march through this way. And
Now I've got you.
then these guys can help take out these incursion
My
forces.
axe grows restless.
Niti has gained a rank. You know what? Let's have a look.
This dwarf is ready.
There we go. Yep. That's good. So what do we want from this guy? Goat herder? That wouldn't be too bad. A bit extra food, a bit extra agricultural wealth. Less upkeep for commanded forces. That's also nice. More attack rate for siege units. Not too bad. More influence Durin's folk kingdoms. I think I'm gonna go with Crafter of Durin's order. Actually, we have a whole place to rebuild.
My axe grows restless.
And then we should be able to repair them a bit cheaper. Or can we not? No, we can't. Okay. It'll come handy once we have repaired them, though.
Stand proud.
Nice. Okay, anything else? Construction complete, Dane's halls. Hooray. Decisive victory. Agricultural subsidies. Seems to me that we are gonna be okay for turn 33. So let's take one last turn before we say our goodbyes for today. Ah yes, besieging force Bolg arrives. Okay, so let's have a look at this. These needlessly aggressive enemies
Is ready.
are easily beaten back. Okay.
For
Well.
war.
We will beat them back even further. Let's not worry. Apart from that, the most important event is Sabar Angren.
Beast.
Oh! They had left no one at all, so we will simply occupy the place. Right. Normality is being restored. And we will have to convert a few buildings, it seems. So we can convert this into burial chambers. And then after that we can focus on converting our farm buildings. Alright, we're back on track, everybody. We're back on track.
For war.
And what a beautiful sight it is. So with this very, very welcome news, I will conclude for today. We started in a little bit of a bind, but I think we have found our way back onto our feet, and who knows, maybe we can even stretch our limbs toward Havburg next time, because we do have a nice little set of halberdiers to throw at them. We will take out the rebels, we will safeguard our lands from these misty mountain hoppers, and well, If you subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below, then I will see you soon. Ooh, we have this guy to do. Let's do a haha. A jeweler. Maybe. Or a miner. Let's do a miner. Here in Minas Gnomir. Ah. Yes. So, engage with all the buttons below as you will. It has been a pleasure to play. And hopefully, I'll see you soon.